Homeschool 1. These are some recommendations of materials that are pretty straightforward and simple for somebody who knows no phonics. My program is a little more complex, and there's insights from it that you may use, and my books at some point. But I recommend this for people who are novices. The cost of these materials for working with a tutor is probably equivalent of 4 one-to-one sessions with a tutor. It's somewhere between $200 and $400 or $500, but it will give you enough to teach your child how to read. So it's key that you use these materials the way I'm going to show you in Homeschool 1, and that you watch all the previous other videos, especially the rule of thumb. So let's begin with the Phoenix Learning Resources. Now they have a programmed instruction book where the child will read something like, there is a cat and it'll have an at there and a picture of a bat, and the child will write in a bat. They're filling in letters as they go that are hitting the phonemic sequence. And then as soon as they fill it in, they check their answer. So it's programmed instruction. Once they finish with book 1, there are the readers, which are mentioned right here, called the Read and Think storybooks that correlate with the programmed instruction. And now it's crucial that before you start, you get the test booklets, unless your child knows nothing. You get the test booklets so you can place the child in the book, and then you put the sounds they have on movable letters or on a magnetic board like I've shown you, and always review the sounds on a daily basis like I'm going to show you in Homeschool 2. But this is an excellent program, programmed instruction with books that correlate. Maybe a little dry and boring for some, but the nice thing about programmed instruction is the child can work independently. You want to use pressure release with the books. Okay, the next is a little livelier sets of books, and it's multicultural. It's called the Moondog series. And in the Moondog series, you want to buy series 1, 2, and the long vowels. That'll cover a pretty complete program. What's nice about it, you don't need to know much to teach it. As long as you can read the words, you'll know the sounds. And again, I recommend you review the sounds, consonant sounds, and vowel sounds on this video to make sure you're doing it correct. So the Moondog series, the only drawback with it is it teaches a couple short vowels too early while the child only knows a few consonants. But its assets far outweigh this deficit. Again, it's multicultural, and it's a kind of a graphic novel approach. That's a wonderful series, and then while you're doing it, you can mix in the totem books, which are a great reading series that's of high interest, and you can correlate the two together. Once you're finished, there's what's called Amber Guardians, which goes from like grade 2 to 4. The Moondog brings you up to around 2nd, and that'll move you up to 4. Again, use pressure release and repeated readings while you're doing it. So these are 2 recommendations I have for somebody who doesn't know any phonics, is looking for a start, and needs to learn it. So by checking my sounds and looking at repeated reading and pressure release, you'll be a pretty effective instructor.